I've ended up here. Welcome to Chamonix, home to the most exclusive run club in the world.
Oh yeah, really y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat.
Boom, so we are live at UTMB in Chamonix, France. So what we're doing is we're soaking up the vibes. This is the start of the race. This is like the Champions League final of ultramarathon running, and for me it's kind of crazy because I didn't really know that they had a mad community like this, but they really, really do. So we're gonna try to get a couple interviews. We're gonna get a Sprite. We're gonna, obviously there's a beer, but I'm not really feeling the beers, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want a beer belly. We're gonna soak it up, we're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna understand what this is all about. Let's go. Over the past few years, run clubs have taken the streets by storm. People go there to stay in shape, socialize, and even to find love. But there's one exclusive run club that seems impossible to get into: ultramarathons. And this is a group of people that run 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, and sometimes even 176.4 kilometers on their own 2 feet. So I'm in Chamonix trying to understand why anyone would run an ultramarathon, but more importantly, how we can steal the mindset of an ultramarathon runner to run the marathons in our daily life. So in this episode, I'm going to spend my time training, soaking in the culture, and learning more about the psychology behind an ultramarathon runner to see if I can join the club. And my first challenge is the famous route, the VK1K. So apparently if you wake up in Chamonix and stop off by the river, watch a few cable cars, or you could do the blue one with the North Face, light work. And when you get to 2,000 meters, you can grab a meal at this restaurant. But we had a big challenge ahead of us. To reach the restaurant, we had a 5 kilometer hike with a 1 kilometer uphill climb. So the plan is, we are currently here. We have to make it all the way up there. I ain't really trained for this, but even though I haven't trained, so I'll make it to the top. Yeah, we're about a third of the way up. Cable car just going on my head. Pretty cold, isn't it? Easy work for you lot, innit? Never. The gang was still powering on, but then... So the terrain changed a little bit. If you see here, just there, and I fell, hurt my hand a bit. But we moved. The famous VK route was used by the builders of the cable car above. So as you get higher, you need the ropes. But with some flat line around the corner, we edge closer to the finish line. Finish line's around here. And when you get to the top, you see a bunch of paragliders. But there's more. You can jump on a cable car. Oh my days. Like imagine, we've got this restaurant here, and then over here is our view. Wow, wow, wow. I've been given a chicken escalope. The burger looks piff. But that's only the start, so stay tuned for some more adventures in Chamonix. I'd managed to get some rest and survive the VK1K, but I was back out this evening for another session. 7 p.m, we're in Chamonix. I've got a 8K run with the North Face. It's called the Blue Run. The idea behind the blue, I'm not too sure. But am I gonna be fucked? Maybe so. I should be calm. Let's see if I survive anyway. I was soaking in the vibes, and this was my first taste of the ultramarathon community in Chamonix. But during the warm-up, I'd managed to snag an interview with an amateur ultra runner to understand their journey into the club.
If I'm brutally honest, my housemate at the time, she had signed up with her new boyfriend, and she was like, we might not be together at the time, so can I, just in case, do you want to sign up? So I was like, yeah, sure. And I truly didn't know what I was getting myself in for. And if I'm brutally honest, it really threw me in at the deep end. Training was just so enjoyable. I wasn't getting injured, but being able to leave London and do day trips and weekends away and stuff, I've never really done that. And I could push myself.
Avoid injuries, travel, and an unsure girlfriend. These were all interesting motivations as to why someone would want to join a club. But let's see if I'd be hooked as I join my first night run with the community. That night run was tough, but it was a magical experience running through the mountains. But the investigation continues as I had another route to explore in the morning. Apparently it's easier than yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just 600 meters of ascent. So.
600 meter elevation. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. Yesterday was 12, it was 1,000.
Yeah,
1,000, yeah. So we out here in Chamonix, you know, in Mont Blanc. Obviously, what's this? Is this a train station? The Chamonix train station. Yeah, look at this as a spectacle. Nice, isn't it? Jasper, what's the route called?
I don't know.
No one knows.
Balcon Nord.
Who?
Balcon Nord.
Balcon Nord.
Like the Grand Balcon on the north side.
Calm.
Balcon North or Nord?
Nord is north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nord.
cool. Nord, yeah, that's north. Yeah. So Balcon North, we got that route today. It's at 600 meter ascent. So it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be Gucci. Apparently there's a lake at the top, which for me, I'm pretty excited. I didn't want to jump in these. I didn't want to scare the kids, but kids are gonna get scared today. Yeah, no, it's good today. It's good today. Just get it.
I feel like they sit way better on.
Yeah. This is crazy. It's mad to think that, like, as an ultra marathon runner, you're just gonna be running through like terrain like this, because it's literally like Everest. Like coming in, like we're literally, if you look over there, like there's a glacier, which is just nuts to see. And we're just saying it now. This is like 5 hours from Clapham.
Small stream.
Aaron and Emily were local explorers that will be guiding us around the trails, and it was interesting to see their knowledge as a local. Chamonix over the years had been impacted by global warming as the glacier ice has started to melt. So while we were here, it was good that we can enjoy it because it might not be around for too long. Obviously, the guide was just telling us that the glacier around up here, it used to come all the way down this valley and like it's retreated so far up. So the hotel's about 200 meters down the valley, and since the 1900s, it's retreated 200 meters up the valley. It's kind of crazy, but it's still a beautiful view to actually have a run in it. Vamos. Let me catch my breath. Alright. Coming from London, city boy, doing stuff like this. I'll be real, there's actually nothing better. Like, when you're in the mountains, it humbles the hell out of you, because you'll be seeing this and you'll be like, raw, all my little problems, they're not even that significant, you know what I mean? But then you come out here, see all of this glacier, and you realize like, we're just like a speck as a person in like the world. So we're about an hour up. We got a couple more left. It's not going to be too long today. We got the train up, which was nice, and we're just going for a little stroll. But we're stopping off for a drinks break. It's imperative when you're on the mountains you have some of this, because a lot of the time you got the time on feet. Bonjour. You know, bonjour. You got the time on feet, but it's about the nutrition, hydration. It's going to keep you going. Like basically, we got lunch in about 2 hours, and the hike is 2 hours, so we got to run it. So let's go. Merci. So, we just finished our run and we pulled up at this unbelievable restaurant in the mountains. If you want to have a look at their cameraman, lovely stuff, isn't it? So the plan is we're going to have a nice little lunch in here. I think it's a Danish cafe, looking at the flag that's outside, but obviously we are in Chamonix. This is a nice little trail run route for a lot of the ultramarathon runners. I done it today and it was all right. It was nice. But as you can see, if you want to get here, Refugee de Plon. I can't pronounce that, but it's altitude 2,207 meters, and we'll be off. Let's have some lunch. There's been a little dispute at the dining table about this flag, and apparently it's not Danish. Will someone care to explain what it actually is?
So it's the Savoie flag, so it's the flag of the region. We're actually, the department that we're in right now is Haute-Savoie, it's Department 74 in France. It's basically like a county. So yeah, it's the county flag basically.
Lasagne.
Lasagne.
Non, pas le A à la fin. Lasagne.
Lasagne. Exactly. Oh, this is a lasagna. Oh, merci.
So it is like, maybe we'll discuss it.
We're in France, innit? So man's gonna eat like a French one. But what's that day-to-day life like living in Chamonix? You know, because obviously going from London to Chamonix is like a massive jump.
So what's cool is like the outdoor community who live here. Everyone's super interested and on the same page. Whether you're a climber or a biker or skier, it doesn't really matter. Everyone's kind of sharing their passion for sport.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice because everyone's, when you go to the bar afterwards or whatever, everyone's just sharing stories or adventures.
Yeah.
You're all kind of the same community, you know. When you realise, well, it's probably best to live in the place where it makes you most happy and doing cool stuff. Yeah. They're probably just about as dangerous as each other, to be fair, but
really?
in a different way.
What do you lot do for fun apart from just the mountains?
Just the mountains. Yeah, I won't go out. There's a good party scene as well.
Really?
Yeah.
We're gonna see that.
It's
later.
like maybe trail runner parties aren't very famously fun, but
really.
But they do like raves in the forest sometimes.
Oh, I swear. Cool. Have you been to any like decent ones?
Into a couple, yeah, some good ones.
What time of year? If anyone wants to come out, like what time of year?
Summer, but you need to know someone who lives here because they're pretty secret.
Oh,
it's tough to find, yeah.
Alright.
I'll get you sorted, mate.
So currently the women's lead, she's been going for 11 hours and she's done 90 kilometers. Like, are you taking that in? We're gonna do the maths quickly. Math man. Yeah, perfect. But these guys are like superhuman.
Why would anyone want to do an ultra marathon?
Honestly, right now, I don't know. Yeah, but it was a beautiful day, so I'm in a lot of pain, and yeah, it was a good day despite how uncomfortable I was, and yeah, I'll definitely be back. I mean, the mountains here are absolutely insane, but UTMB has a really special community around it. There's so many amazing people who come out to support, and having my partner and my mom here was also just so incredible. They've never crewed me like this before, so like it was really amazing to have them there.
Today is the 100-mile race, and Katie Scheid is set to beat the record holder Courtney Dauwalter's record of 22 hours and 30 minutes. There are so many crazy people walking around Chamonix this time of year, and we bumped into Courtney Dauwalter, the record holder for the 100-mile race in Chamonix, as Katie Scheid was on her way to blow that record out of the water. Why the fuck would anyone run an ultramarathon?
It's just a super cool way to explore landscapes and areas with your feet, but also explore with your brain, like what is possible. Because there's really difficult moments. And combining our mental and physical abilities help us get through those moments. And I think that's one of the coolest parts of ultra running. Yeah, from my research, everyone's saying you're ultra running royalty. No.
Katie's on your heels today.
No, I want every and any record or race I've ever done to be far surpassed by the next women that come along. So I am so excited that Katie is blowing it out of the water today. I hope she keeps it and shatters it so that we all have a new thing, you know, like it levels all of us up to have it moving. So a record is just a marker of where we're at, but we always want to keep rising. Nah, you're a legend, and thank you so much for speaking today. Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Could I just ask one question though? If she does beat it, are you going to try to crack it again? Oh, I mean, this race would be on my list either way, just because it's so cool, and being here cheering is, elevating the excitement for sure. But yeah, it will be cool to have a new bar to chase.
Yeah, sick. Amazing.
Thanks so much for
Thank
your time.
you.
Yeah, thank you. It's not that bad. It's nothing compared to these ultra marathon runners.
Still away.
She's still
57 minutes
ahead of the last
under the course record.
Course record?
Yeah, so fastest time of all times.
That's even more than men?
No, not more than men.
Women.
Just a women's one.
But that's still unreal.
Yeah, but Courtney, who holds the record, she's just unreal.
She's
really?
unreal. I saw her finish last year, and she's just like
so to
cruising.
be under her time.
Estimating in the
These men are running through the night.
Mental.
Serious athletes.
And we're going to go up this peak here, over at Posset. So we've got cool like panoramic 360s all around, but obviously the Mont Blanc itself is kind of the star of the show. And then we're going to have lunch kind of just a bit down from there. And then after lunch we're probably going to duck into Switzerland and then drop down to Valocine, and then we'll be on the UTMB course, so we'll see some of the runners coming through. And we'll stop and give them a big cheer whenever they come down.
Just casually dropping into Switzerland.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Casually dropping. right, geezer. So I went there. No, this is potatoes with cheese. This is sausage and it's got some texture on it. Skeptical. The itis. The itis is basically after you eat, you get tired. And that's what I got. Especially because I only had like 5 hours sleep. So.
That's so scary then, because then I get scared when other people are scared. Yeah. We need to work, but it wasn't.
So at the aid station, kilometer 158. It's crazy to think that these guys have run 158 kilometers. 18k left. Still, like, for the normal person, that is like a long run. But for these guys, rain, they're running through, sun now, they're running through the night. It's just, the mentality is insane, isn't it? Everywhere we're going, yeah, see, look, come, let's see. It's another marathon runner. You see the vibe? Fucking locked in, locked in. So I've had a few days to kind of process the experience in Chamonix after speaking to a whole bunch of ultramarathon runners, from amateur marathon runners, all the way up to the GOATs and legends of the game.
I really wanted to be in the mountains, you know, it was
That giant sense of adventure.
you face like your lowest lows and you overcome them. It's like running is a means for me to be in the mountains and move in the mountains.
When you do the marathon, you're like, what would it feel like to run a bit further?
Come out a much stronger person.
What would it feel like to run double that, triple that?
I mean, the sense of accomplishment after doing something like that is just ride high for weeks.
UTMB has a really special community around it. There's so many amazing people who come out to support.
I mean, look around at this community. It's like unlike anything, and you feel like you have this massive family.
And my biggest takeaway from the whole experience is that these are all people that have one common theme. They're able to push themselves to the limit. And it's just a mindset of, I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. My body is capable of achieving things that people don't think are humanly possible. So if you want to complete the marathons in your life on a day-to-day basis, still that mindset. The mindset that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. Subscribe, follow the page, and remember, you can become an ultra marathon runner and join that exclusive club. Peace.